So I love Bangkok. If you watch my videos regularly, you'll know I'm always talking about how much I love living here, how great I think this city is. And I've just spent 3 weeks over in Japan, and you can't help but draw some comparisons between the two. And when I got back, I realized there's two things that I wish I could change. There's two things that just, I wish I could just wave a magic wand and fix them. Now, one of them is a really big job, and I understand it's quite difficult, but the second one is completely free, and it's not even that difficult. So Bangkok is an ultra vibrant mega city, and if you look up, you'll see there's amazing buildings, great infrastructure, got world-class malls, and some of the biggest, most wealthy companies in the world are situated here in Bangkok. But if you look down, well, that's a different story. So right now, I'm on Soi 21 in Bangkok, and this isn't just any old street in Bangkok. This is right in the absolute center of Bangkok. This street runs from Sukhumvit Road, basically all the way north to south, and there's major companies on this street. So you've got Citibank, there's the Singer building. One of the most expensive universities in the country is actually on this street as well. And a little while ago, there was a flood, or one of the drains was blocked along here, and they ripped up all the tiles along this section of the road. And I was so happy. I thought, oh, this is the perfect opportunity for them to be able to straighten it all out, make it all smooth and flatten it. But they didn't. They ripped everything up. They just put all the tiles back in a different order. And if anything, it was worse after they'd done that. So, so frustrating. And I thought to myself, you know, why did they do that? And I imagine the conversation went a little something like this. We're gonna get a professional? No, mate, you can do it. Yeah. All right. Would you want me to get a shovel? I can smoothen all this out. Nah, I don't do that. That'll just take time, mate. Mate, this one's split up. Sweet? Yeah, that's sweet, mate. Just chuck it in. Nah, this one's got a hole in it. Yeah, mate, just chuck it in. Mate, what do I do about this gap here? Mate, just whack some wet concrete in it. Won't someone stand in it? Nah, they won't do that. There's a hole here. Nah, mate, that's not our problem. And this one's all wobbly. Yeah. Nah, it'll be right, mate. Just chuck it in. Mate, what do I do with these extra bits? Oh, mate, just chuck them on top. Just in the middle here. Yeah, just leave them there. That'll be sweet. I ran out of concrete on this one. So we're done? Not really. All right, boys, pack her up. We're off to the pub. Now, this is a huge job. I know. I mean, this city is massive, and I understand that this would be a massive process, but there's a project at the moment going on where they're putting all the cables underground, and I'm hoping that when they do that, they put all the tiles back and they just sort of smoothen it out properly. So these tiles, they're about sort of this thick, and then under it, it's like a dirt sand sort of thing. So there's no reason that they can't flatten it all out and patch the little gaps. It's something, oh God, I wish they would do it. Selfishly, I'd love to be able to skate down here, but I'd be happy just to be able to walk safely and not have to watch where you're walking. You know, I see ladies walking up and down this street in the morning going to work, and they're wearing high heels, and I think, how the hell do they walk on these uneven tiles? You know, I've rolled my ankle just walking along here in sneakers. So please, Bangkok. Yeah.
Long as
Well, if you're coming to Bangkok, one thing I do recommend doing is probably having travel insurance. There's a link for who I use in the description. But if you are coming here, one thing I do definitely recommend is getting yourself a VPN. So I personally use and recommend Surfshark, who are actually the sponsor of today's video. So Surfshark is an amazing VPN provider. I've been using them pretty much the entire time that I've been here in Thailand. I used to use them and pay for them. I now get it for free. Thank you, Surfshark. But I do really recommend them as a VPN provider. You know, if you're coming here, you're going to be doing things like using public Wi-Fi, and you can't always trust public Wi-Fi. So I've been hacked before. I've spoken about this in other videos. But also things like Netflix and a lot of streaming services, for whatever reason, they don't seem to work here. So you can use your VPN to change your location, and you can get around all of that. Now I've got a great promo code you can use. It's Keis1. That gives you 83% off plus 3 months extra for free. I actually used that deal when I personally signed up and I was paying for it. I used one of my friend's codes, but it's an amazing discount and you get an unbelievable rate. So if you're coming here, or even if you're not, stay safe on the streets and at home and check out Surfshark.
A treasure lent me from a distant obsession.
So I am just on my way to go grab some lunch now, going to a street food place. Thai street food, that's one of the main reasons that I love this city. Hello. Sawadee. How are you? สบายดีไหมครับ
สบายดีครับ ต้มยำ
โอเคต้มยำขอบคุณครับ So I've come around. This is one of my favorite street food places in the whole city and I come here quite often. I've gotten a tom yum soup. I felt like something spicy today. I'm actually going to make it even more spicy. Some chili on top. Yeah, this looks amazing. Definitely do not want to be wearing white when you eat this. That's why I'm wearing black today. Here we go. Spicy. Oh, that's amazing. Oh my god. ขอบคุณครับอร่อยมากเท่าไหร่ครับ
60 บาท
20 baht is okay. Okay.
โอ้ขอบคุณครับ
ขอบคุณครับ Thank you. Bye bye. See you next time.
โอเค see you
Ah, awesome lunch. Love that place. That's in my top 5 street food places in Bangkok. I made a video on it. I'll leave a link for that up here or here. I can never remember which side it is, but check that out. Now just quickly, before I get into the second thing that I hate here, I want to point out that I do love living here. You know, put the pitchforks down. I don't hate Bangkok at all. I love this place. I have the freedom that I travel the world and I'm able to live anywhere in the world I want to, and I choose to live here. And every time I go somewhere else, it reconfirms to me the reasons why I love living here so much. Now, having said that, the second thing that I really hate here, and it's something that really drives me crazy because it's so easily avoidable, and that's litter. I hate trash on the street. I mean, you can sit like, there's a plastic bag right there, and there's like, I don't want to say it's really bad here because it's not. It's not that bad. I think for Southeast Asia, it's actually one of the best, one of the cleanest cities in Southeast Asia, but really that's not good enough. Now, I just spent 3 weeks in Japan and you don't see litter anywhere in Japan, you know. I traveled around quite a bit. I was in the major cities. I spent time in Tokyo and Osaka, but in between then I sort of spent a bit of time. I visited Kyoto, I visited a few other smaller little country towns, and I didn't see trash anywhere. There was one time in Tokyo, Dan and I were walking down the street and I saw a coffee cup on the ground, and I remember thinking to myself, wow, that's the first piece of litter I've seen. And the lady walking in front of us, she picked it up. It wasn't her, she just picked it up and took it with her. So I also lived in South Korea for 2.5 years, and Korea's very clean as well. It's just seems to be a Southeast Asia thing, you know. The city, it's okay. There's a lot of people that go around sweeping the streets and they clean up, which is like a band-aid solution. It doesn't fix the problem. Fixing the problem is people not littering in the first place. In the city, it sucks. I hate to see it. It's worse at the beach. You know, I hate to go down and visit the beach. Just after Songkran, I was there, and in the morning after Songkran, people had left their drinks all over the beach. There's face masks everywhere. There's just litter and trash just all down the beach, which it sucks. It's a beach. It should be a beautiful place. And when I mention this to a lot of my friends here, the defense is like, oh, there's not a lot of bins and trash cans around here, but that's bullshit. You know, there's plenty around. There's one outside every 7-Eleven. There's one outside every train station. On a lot of major intersections, you get the rubbish piles with bags, and there's usually one bag open that you can throw stuff into. A lot of bus stops have them. There's no real reason for you to throw trash on the ground. I mean, in Japan and in Korea, it's impossible to find a bin, and people just take their rubbish home with them or put it in their bag or just hold it until they do find a bin. I know I'm ranting and going on here, and I'm sorry, but this is such a beautiful country. This is such an amazing city, and I hate that people are destroying it. All right, I'm done. That's it. No more negativity. Good vibes only from here on out. But if you are coming here on a holiday or whatever, please be mindful of the people that live here and don't throw your trash on the ground. Thank you. I love this city.